Hello everybody, it's Steve. Welcome back to Surviving Mars Below and Beyond. In the last video, we started expanding out with some rare metals. Son of a bitch, this meteor storm is a pain in the ass. Okay. We're in the middle of a meteor storm right now. I don't know where these meteors are coming down. They're actually coming down over here. This is where the meteor storm is happening. It's coming down way up over here. This is where I just get a meteor that just took out took out a ton of materials. Okay. A little upset. Not gonna let it get to me. Finishing up the drone hub research right now. Then we're gonna go into low-G excavation permits. Want to clear out some stuff in the underground. And of course we have fuel compression going as well. That's gonna increase my rocket's cargo space and let me bring up more materials. You're also gonna queue up low-G hydrosynthesis because I need to start creating more fuel refineries. And also going to probably do decommission protocol. That lets me clear away these these destroyed buildings that I don't exactly want to rebuild. I do think that putting it down here, this guy, will be very beneficial. Putting the rare metals extractor, maybe 2 down here, just to get as much of those out as I can. Maybe an underground metals deposit also. And we do this now. It's gonna be a happy little drone hub. There's not a lot over here to do, so I'm actually thinking about having some overlap and bringing them back to about this rate. Maybe here. It's going to take a lot of my electronics. I'm fully aware of that. Oh, whoops. Wow, it actually got rid of the...
Milestone achieved.
Complete a special project, 500 research. So, we now get $2 billion from it. Our rocket's going to make his way back. We've got most of the fuel we need to send it back to Earth, and that's what we're going to do. We're going to send it back, we're going to load up all of the rare metals on it, and just get it back headed home. In addition... down here, I'm going to authorize a large universal depot to be constructed. All of it's within range. So now this drone hub that's got 12 drones doing it is doing quite a bit. It's going corner to corner with what it's got to do. Having this guy here available is going to let it move some materials onto that. Let it move some of the fuel onto there. And note it is in range of this extra depot. Okay, we are running into problems during the overnight hours. We're not getting enough fuel for... We need to make sure we charge this up during the overnight hours. So yeah, we'll just shut you down. That's actually going to take care of our power concerns immediately. During the day, we need to make sure this is getting charged up as much as possible. And it can take up to 20 hour. I'm gonna have to build also probably another wind farm. Probably do it down here. It's gonna be a happy little wind farm. Go ahead and queue that up.
Dust storm approaching.
Oh, blow it out your ass, game. I'll build these 3 down here. And you know what? Just cancel these guys. If that's not as frustrating as hell, I don't know what is. Let's go ahead and build up our automated metals extractors. I'm going to build them as apart from each other as I can, obvious reasons. There we go. And then when I want to expand down to this underground metals deposit, I'll be able to do so pretty quick. In fact, that time is right now. Okay, so I can go up to here, but that's in the dust radius of that guy. Put that all there. Put a large dumping site here, and probably here if I'm honest. Oh no, can't put that guy there. Never mind. He's actually out of range. So we're going to cancel. Usually salvages at the very end for me, so that's why it's throwing me off. go this way with it, and then salvage this section. Wow, this game is being really finicky with me today. We'll put another dumping site down here. This actually may be the main dumping site that we put in. We're building up the power first here, obviously. Absolutely going to take fuel off because we don't need it. You are about halfway fueled. I need to get this guy off the ground as quick as possible. Oh, it says like water's low. This is my water consumption right here. I make 1 water, I use 1 water. When I start expanding fuel-wise, I could actually kind of build a fuel farm out this way, down here, out towards this. Actually, maybe a smart play. Or just come off of this when I'm building down toward this guy, just line it with moisture vaporators. There's also water downstairs. Take a look downstairs this episode. We need to clear out some of these cave-ins because I got my hey right here. He's being a stupid little hey. But low-G excavation permits should be done, if I'm lucky, this episode. We'll get that cleared out, and we'll start being able to track down some of these rare anomalies that are, awesome. I've already got nano refinement. I'm looking to hopefully get extractor AI. If I get extractor AI, I'll actually phase out all of my automated extractors.
Storm approaching.
What do we got? Okay, we got the key upstairs. I was thinking about starting to do my first ramps, getting to the high ground and the low ground from here. I've got the ability to do it, but I do also know that I need to get as many drones as I can up and running. So, keeping focus on the colony I've got right now is a little bit more important. You actually have enough power, so let's go for it. And how much concrete am I producing per day? Producing 34 a day. It's not terrible. Not great. This is depleted now, so I'm only getting 3. You're fully loaded. Get the hell out of here. I'm very low on electronics, which means I need to get my electronics factory, my automated electronics factory, up and running. I'll put this guy here. It's going to take most of the metals that I've got on site, which is unfortunate because that's most of all I have at the moment. And you're closed up. Good. Make sure that's the case. Really? You couldn't finish building the thing? Hey, you, come here. Finish building this thing.
Resources are low.
Really? Alright, so now we're producing 3 rare metals per day here. That'll go, pretty much all of this will be fed into here to make electronics. And keep it going, because this will do 9 per day. Which means it's probably going to need 9 rare metals per day. So the fact that I'm getting this done up sooner rather than later does tell me, good things are coming. Let's go ahead, come down here, unload everything you got on this site. Actually, once I've unloaded everything, I'm going to grab all of the metal that I have available down here, and I'm going to send it back upstairs. Because the metals are pretty low right now upstairs, and this is one thing with Below and Beyond that I'm hoping gets patched out. I know they said they're functionally done with it, but having some sort of balance mechanic to they know how much is upstairs, they know how much is needed upstairs. Let's go ahead and just keep that amount upstairs or downstairs or whatever. There's my first leak right away. Thankfully, I've got a drone coming to take care of that. He just drove right through the wind turbines, mind you. We drove, I guess, under the wind turbines. Yeah, point was to have this available and utilize the automated machine parts that are ready here. These other drones are like, I don't care about anything else, I have to do this. So I'm actually going to shrink its radius for the time being. That's going to take these guys. Metals extractors. Going to take the metals extractors out of play for a bit and get these drones to focus on what they have right here. It's unfortunate that I had to, kind of curtail them, but similarly, this needs attention.
Sector scan. And
they're not paying attention to it. All right, there's that beaker that we usually get from this one, so we're doing good. And I've got all the metals here. It's just that they need to be utilized. I think the reason this one was showing heavy was that this drone hub is actually running on a heavy load. It just isn't operating as such. Alright.
Resources are low.
Yeah. Look at the number of electronics. We had 5 at the beginning of this dust storm. We're down to 1 already. So this thing getting operational and producing machine parts is, or electronics, I'm going to get that right, is critical now. What I'm also going to do is, because dust storms don't really give much to do in the game, it's kind of like, okay, just wait for the dang thing to end and just deal with a disaster as it comes. I'm actually going to put kind of a soft cut in here. I'm just going to come back once this dust storm's over. So, I'll see you in a bit.
48 hours later.
And with this dust storm abating, we're finally getting back to normal. Got the electronics factory up and running. These guys are running into some problems, it seems like right now. I think I did put these guys a little too close together, so I'm going to shut down this one automated extractor. I'm just going to keep him off the line for a while. I'm going to polymer blade these guys up, and it looks like they're getting repaired right now. Burned through an absurd amount of machine parts. I think it burned through about half the machine parts I had during that dust storm. I'm also going to get this water hooked up, because while all fine and dandy just having that one moisture vaporator do the job, I only have 29 fuel, and I need to have 100 fuel on top of my normal 60 to do the high-speed comm satellite mission. So I now need to kind of beeline on getting those things done. I do see we have a water tower available to me. We'll go ahead. I'll set that up there. I don't know if I can actually... Can I go? Oh, yes, I can. Awesome. I can go over that Sterling gen. And yeah, it seems a little crazy to go like right up in parallel to this. What I'll probably do is just like this, actually. Like this. And then like this. And then once these are built up, I'll actually get rid of this extra... the superfluous cable. There's just more opportunities for me to get a leak. And of course, I'm going to put a dumping site down right next to this. It's going to be a happy little dumping site. I'm immediately also going to change the skin on this one so I have it look like an oil derrick. It's just a water derrick now. And this guy should not be... yeah, he's not even producing. So let's go ahead and get a water tank up and running for him. We're going to get this guy filled up. There we go. Got rid of those extra pipes. Minus 18 in the overnight.
Resources are low.
Wow. Wait, how are we charging if we have
Research
minus 18
complete.
power? Logi excavation permits is done, meaning that I can now do some unevil stuff in the underground. Oh, and I'm absolutely going to put this guy right there too, because it just fits perfectly. Wasn't even thinking that was going to be the case. But let's get some... I want to get some extra water going, so we can keep this up and running as much as possible. Rocket's almost back here, but let's go ahead and do some clearing in the underground. Let's find at least one rare anomaly before I wrap up this video. And in fact, this video is going to go on for a bit, so I'm probably going to find 2. Great. 2 more doors. No, just 1 more door. Never mind. I thought this was a door here. Wow, this was actually in range of the elevator too. Hell? Did we seriously just find another way to the cave? Yeah, we did. Jesus wept. Okay. A little frustrated by that. The first thing I do with it is I just open up another pass. Open up another passage. I'm not happy about that.
Resources are low.
Alright, another door down. Let's see what we get.
Anomaly found.
This could be one of those 5,000 research things. So let's make sure we got some stuff queued up. I'm going to queue up frictionless composites, actually. That breakthrough will solve my power problems upstairs very quickly if I do that. I'm actually going to queue up some biotech stuff, too. Yeah, I'm going to do that. This one might just be a, hey, it's going to cause a cave-in. And if that's the case, I'll just move the rover over here. Oh, cool, we found a key. I'll move the rover away from it. That way, the drones can repair it that much faster. And not have to clear out a site for it. Wait a second, I still have, it's a double anomaly. Because you get one when we scan it, and then if we do the physical sample, we get the cave-in. And then we get the 5,000 on top of that. So I'm going to move you out of the way. Move you down here. Incongruent tracks.
Anomaly
Okay,
found.
so that's the one. We're going to get like 30 machine parts out of that one when we finish that. Because that one is up here, I think. Yeah, it's way up here on its own. But we're probably going to spend the rest of this video down here just scanning stuff because I know there's rare anomalies. I went through a couple of doors. There's something here. Probably right here. Yep, there it is, right on cue. I'm going to clear this debris out, and we're going to get this built. If I can find global support somewhere, obviously I'm grabbing it, because global support will make this job so much easier for me.
Anomaly analyzed.
There's more to the barrel.
Emergency training, Martian education. It's grabbing stuff down here. Note that this is very uneven. Of course, I haven't researched anything in biotech yet or terraforming. The keys aren't unlocking a lot of stuff for me, so a little frustrated on that front. But the keys are only grabbing like 2 or 3 technologies at a time. There are some more upstairs that I definitely want to be grabbing. What the hell do I get out of here? I'm going to pack up the drones, actually. I'm going to let this guy scan on his own because I have yet to encounter a rare anomaly that is like, oh, we're going to risk a cave-in doing something like this. So let's just grab this one, and while this guy goes looking around for more doors to break down for me. Because obviously, that's going to be helpful.
Sector scanned.
Alright, nothing up here. Rocket has arrived. We'll go ahead and get him all squared away. Also, real important as I do this and I get the Logi hydrosynthesis operational, I want to make sure that I can get an automated polymer factory up and running too. Immediately queue this up. Hey look, all my electronics are on board already. I just need 100 metals and now 160 fuel, so he's going to be here for a bit. Failed recon. What do you do? Ooh, hello. We found the buried remains of an earlier reconnaissance mission. The mission took place a couple years before our first rocket was launched to Mars. It seems to malfunction, causing it to crash into the Martian surface at full speed, crashing into a lava tube and getting buried down here. Most of the rocket is unusable, but our scans show the cargo is mostly intact. We could blow a hole into the side and retrieve its resources. The engines are still unstable and may explode while we're busy. We won't be able to salvage all the resources without destroying the rest. Which resources would you like us to retrieve? So essentially, here's a bunch of advanced minerals, or materials. We can go for exotics, which would be 75 exotics. We can mine those, remember. Electronics would take us quite a bit of rare metals to get our hands on. Machine parts, which we're already producing, or polymers, which I'm not producing right now. Ordinarily, I would say electronics or machine parts. However, the 100 polymers does go a very long way. Also, when you take into account the light tripods down here, take polymers to build. So I'm actually going to grab for the polymers on this one. The rocket blew up. While we were retrieving the resources, something set off the engine, and what fuel was still remaining in the rocket's tanks, the whole thing exploded. Fortunately, we were able to retrieve the resources you requested, and there were no other damage to equipment or personnel. So if we go back down here, 100 polymers, just waiting. And I will grab Hey from upstairs, I guess. I'll pretty much grab those 50 of them, just bring them up here. Logi hydrosynthesis, still being researched. If I get that big one, I'm absolutely going to go for that one. Steve, think. Need to get fuel refineries anyway. Let's go ahead and clear this tunnel out. And clear this tunnel out. There's 2 doors here, actually, so... Hey, I need you down here, please. I'm gonna bring my Explorer up over this way. There is a system he's gonna have to go through to clear, but I've got 2 doors I'm opening right now. First door is open. Second door is clear. Alright, pack them up. See what we find.
Anomaly found.
There we go. Got one. That's it. Just an anomaly at the end of the tunnel. Gotcha. Grab him. He's going to head down this other pathway. We'll see what's going on upstairs.
Cold wave approaching.
Oh, that's a problem. Yeah. So all of these buildings will grab for an extra 100% power, which if I have frictionless composites done by then, it actually won't be as much of a problem.
Anomaly found.
If I can get that, if I get this done before the cold wave sets in, I'll be fine. If not,
Anomaly
then
found.
there's a rare. Perfect. If this is a physical sample, then we're fine. Alright, I'm just going to park up here. And then once this is scanned, I'm going to pull the rover back, of course. Pull him back to a safe distance.
Anomaly found.
A second one of those. Okay. We have 2 next steps happening right now. Show me. Nowhere near me. That's fine. Alright, you got your 50 or 45. Grab them. Line up. I'm just creating a transport route for Hey right now. And we'll go find this next rare anomaly. We know it's here somewhere. We know the Jumbo Cave's out there. It's just like, do we want to go grab the Jumbo Cave right away? Or wait?
Cold wave approaching.
Russia's offering a good trade for polymers
Research
if I had any.
complete.
There we go. I can start actually building fuel refineries.
Sector scanned.
I'll tuck that one actually up here next to this guy because this guy isn't even producing water at the moment. But this guy can use some of that water. Check out the anomalies we found. We've got quite a bit up on this high ground where the initial colony was set up. So I probably will, at a certain point, once I've scanned everything in the underground, build a ramp with my RC commander, get up there and grab all those things. Life finds a way. We found several fossilized microorganisms, some still remaining with an amber-like substance. This is a mass find. Yawn. Sorry about that. Further research shows that Mars' oceans were full of microbes about 4 million years ago. Some of these secreted an amber-like substance, which has captured and preserved other microbes. Some theorize they must have been plant or tree-like organisms, though at this point it's too early to say. 2 with 1 O should be 2 there. Grammar. We found potentially revolutionary genetic markers on these microbes and may be able to cure one of humanity's ails, which we focus on. Age would be... it's a stem reconstruction one. It's like you can work much, much longer. Fatigue is rapid sleep. It lets you do... No, fatigue is sustained workload. Sleep is rapid sleep. Rapid sleep is like you sleep for 1 hour and regain sanity. Or death, which is Project Phoenix. I would go for Project Phoenix in this case because... Project Phoenix, when a colonist dies, there is a 50% chance he or she is reconstructed as a youth with the same traits. Since I'm only going to be bringing up a handful of colonists initially, it's really important that I make the most of the colonists I do have. And if I do decide to recruit, air quotes, colonists from another colony, then I absolutely want to make sure that when they come to us, that if they're good colonists, or, well, especially if they're genius colonists, I definitely want to make sure that they're going to be very happy and healthy.
Cold wave approaching.
Cold wave is just about a day out. I'm 17% through on frictionless composites, so I'm Curious if I'm going to get this one done in time. I've got $1 billion sitting in the bank right now, and I like the idea of using that to get more materials, but I also like the idea of outsourcing and getting this done in the next day before this dust storm sets in. There's storage compression. That'll be helpful for me in the long run. Let's go back downstairs. I want to see if I can find another rare anomaly. Let's go ahead and scan. Have you scanned that? Pack it up, pack it in. Shall we begin? Gonna go for a few more minutes. During that dust storm, I was not keeping track of how long I was not recording, so probably should have done that. That's on me. Go ahead and clear that out. Clear that out. Trying to see what we got around here. Oh, sweet, we got an autosave dropping down. Going into Soul 46 now, by the way. Let's see if I can find one more rare, and then we'll wrap up the video for the week.
Anomaly analyzed.
There's more to the barren environs.
3D machining, Martian patents. Nothing's being revealed, really. I'm getting frustrated by this. Get up here. I know there's one up here.
Found.
Yep, there's one. That one I think is a stalactite, so we'll absolutely grab that guy. We've got the 2 for the next step. They're not timered anomalies, so we can just review them at our own discretion. There's a rare, and another one. Perfect. Go ahead, go a little further up. Grab these guys. Actually, we'll grab the rare first, and then I'll grab these other 2. Next episode, it looks like we're going to be dealing with a cold wave.
Cold wave approaching.
See, like I said. These... excuse me. Turbines, they'll be functional during this time, but the water tank will not be operational, which is totally okay. This guy's only producing 1 water right now. What is my assumption? Yeah. Thankfully, we actually have a decent amount of machine parts that are being constructed. We're using as much of these as we can.
Research complete.
5 free supply pods. Because we got 2 breakthroughs research. Suddenly now we have a 162 surplus on power. We're going to rip through that very quickly. Once we get into this cold wave. I'll tell you that right now. I'll tell you what, Bobby. Purpose. Alright. Okay. This one I've gotten before. I'm not a huge fan of this one. The RC explored an extensive survey and found nothing. Some colonists are starting to question the meaning of our colony, where it seemed a grand step for humanity. First, they now start to wonder whether they should have stayed on Earth. So we unlock a breakthrough tech. This one is... This is sustained workload. This one is nocturnal adaptation. I don't know what these 2 do. So I'm going to do the underground as the next step. I don't think this does anything. I think this one is just meh with it. I'm going to try underground as our next grand step. It's just, I don't know what it's going to do. Mole people. Colonists restore sanity while sleeping in the underground instead of losing sanity. Colonists also gain 10 morale while in the underground. I'm going to re-roll this one. Alright, I actually had to re-roll this twice before I didn't get mole people or failed recon. So now we have virus. Okay, this might be bad. After analyzing some samples of the strange markers on the cave floor, we found some traces of an unknown virus. The second scan confirmed our suspicions. We found a new virus native to Mars. Some kind of material is able to preserve the virus for thousands, if not millions of years. Viruses are only found where there is life, so this should confirm there was once life on Mars, if it's not still here. The medical community warns us that if there's ever an outbreak, it may kill all our colonists. So perhaps we should try to rely less on people. What do you think, Commander? Alright, this right here is probably the hardest decision you'll ever make in this game when you get this event. We can find a way to automate our extractors, that's extractor AI. We can create robots to handle the menial work, that's service bots. Or create mechanical colonists, that is mechanical colonists. You can now build a bio-robot colony. I don't know if I want to make this one a 1200% difficulty robot colony. I do like the idea of having extractor AI and putting proper extractors throughout the colony, which is kind of where my brain's going with this one. Let's find a way to automate our extractors. Now we have extractor AI plus nano refinement. Goodbye difficulty. We've located the extractor AI breakthrough. So one thing to really keep in mind when you play this game, and this is, I'm going to call it what it is. This is an exploit in this game. If you have a rare anomaly, slap down a save. Make sure you've got a good, make sure you're in a good spot, a safe spot for it. Slap down a save state. Then you go ahead, you scan the anomaly. If it's not one you want or you click the wrong option, you reload your save state, and then you go scan it again. You may get a reroll. It's totally fine. I'm also now realizing 4 videos in, I've got the wrong logo on this video. I should have the one that's shifted a little bit higher. My head is here. It's usually supposed to be here. So I actually need to fix that going into episode 5, which will be next week. Oh, possible more rare metals deposits. So we get some more of those, and I'll be exploring those in next week's videos. Let's go upstairs because we should be dealing with a cold wave right now. It is a 7-day cold wave. Great googly moogly. Oh my god, I've run into so many problems up here. Let's go ahead. Have you off at night. Have you off at night. In fact, everybody should be off at night. Except you guys. You should be off during the day. That's going to keep these guys, hopefully, from causing too many problems. Let's go ahead and polymer blade these guys if I haven't already. Because now these guys are producing 32 power at a time. These guys are only doing 27.6. Still waiting on fuel to arrive. That's going to be done up in the next video. I have no clue how long this video is, just because of the little gaps I've been putting in of silence. So this could be a roughly 30-minute video. This could be a 35-minute video. This video could be way so long you've probably clicked off already. If you have stayed to this point, thank you. And if you are still here, go ahead, slap down a like, comment, share, and subscribe if you enjoyed this video and all the videos that come out on this channel. Thank you all for watching this first week of the 1200% difficulty colony series. In next week's videos, obviously, we're going to keep expanding out. We're going to find a nice little happy spot to lay down a colony, or to lay down a dome, and hopefully get some people on the ground. Thanks, everybody, for watching.